come here, come here. Oh, stop. Come up here. Come here, big silly. Come on up. Come on. Do you need to go poop? Do you need to go poop? Do you need to go poop? Come on up. There you go, buddy. Come up. You got it. I got you. There you go. You got it. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Lay down. So, this is what I'm doing today on this video. I'm going to address maybe 3 situations, probably 2. I'm thinking 2. I can't really remember. I have dementia. Just joking, no dementia. But let's go knock these out real quick because I don't want to take all day on them. I'm just going to get this thing posted on YouTube. Hopefully someone will watch it. Like people that I need to watch it, but they probably won't because no one follows me on that channel. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and get it off my chest right now anyway. 2 situations. Stop. Both involve restaurant work. One is at Buffalo Wild Wings. The other one is at Toast Kitchen over in Surprise. Both belong. Both also involve co-workers, boss, and well, actually they're both of my bosses at one point. First one, Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson's a good friend of mine too. We mountain bike. We used to mountain bike all the time. I've actually gotten back into mountain biking. I don't know if he still is mountain biking, but whatnot. But you know, I told him one time that he knows me better than anybody, and he needs to advocate for me because a lot of times people, you know, it's not me playing a victim. It's just the bottom line. You can ask anybody. I get treated like doesn't matter. Here's the deal. We're going to address that situation first. I was living in Portland. I needed a job. I need to get out of there. I need to come back down. Chris offered. I talked to Chris. Chris said he'd hire me. I came back down here, and it was at Buffalo. It was at Buffalo and Goodyear. And I worked at that location for probably 3 years, and I had to leave that location basically, either on my own or not on my own. It was time for me to go. You know, and one thing you can say about me is, for the most part, managers don't have a problem with me. Not good managers. Good co-workers don't have a problem with me. It's the shitbags, managers and co-workers that have a problem with me. So usually my problems arise with those people. And they usually are the majority, if that makes sense. And so working at Goodyear, I made a lot of enemies there, I believe. I made some friends too, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of people I tried to run out of that place because it was such a fucking shit show. And it was. I didn't want people working there. I've been in this business a long time, and I can see a lot of stuff that maybe, you know, people don't think they can be seen. But people are shitheads. Surfers are. The industry is rampant with shitheads, and leaving that place, going to Surprise, that was tumultuous. It was a shitty situation. But back to Goodyear. Going back to that place, it was the same people. It was the same people I had worked with back in 2015, and it was not. It was. I left there and went to, and I left there after 2 months because I just couldn't bring myself to work with those same people that I had a problem with back then. The same games, the same bullshit. It was the same games and the same bullshit, and it was. It really was. I'm not gonna get into why, but you know, it was, and it was just a vibe I didn't like, and I know Chris. Well, leave Chris out of it. Chris, I guess, you know, it was me. I didn't like the way I felt there. It felt like the same shit that I've dealt with for years at that place. And so I went to work for Wells Fargo, and I left that place. It had nothing to do with me not being able to do my job, not really fun, that I lost a step, that any of this. It was due to the fact that people in the industry suck, and people are backstabbing fucking shitbags. And they were the same shitbags that I dealt with since 2015. And I apologize to Chris, because it had nothing to do with Chris. Chris is a great boss. But the shitbags know who they are. But once again, Chris, I apologize to you. This wasn't about trying to fuck you over or anything. It was about just not wanting to deal with the same shit that I had to deal with when I first started working there in 2014 or 15. Now, fast forward to last January maybe, or I'm not even sure when it was, but a co-worker that used to be my boss, one of my bosses at Buffalo in Surprise, I talked to her and she got me a job at her new place here, Mom and Pop's place, and Surprise. Everything was great. I was very thankful for that. It looked like she had changed everything, you know, because she was another, you know, situation. This is another fucking bullshit situation. And well, things started kind of popping up again with her. and her fucking friends and her fucking regulars, and I wasn't gonna put up with it. And so it wasn't just that, but it's also the fact that I just worked the US Open 6 days in a row, and I did fall asleep like 5 times on the way to work that day. And I fell asleep in my car. I didn't go to work. And if it wasn't, I probably would have gone to work if it wasn't for the fact that I knew the bullshit was going to start. And it already started. It was going to start, and I didn't want to deal with it. She was one of the reasons why I fucking hated Surprise, because of her bullshit. And she hadn't changed. She was the same, and it is going to be the same situation. And I do not apologize to her because she is a shitbag. And so, but the situation was, it was because of the way the vibe was, and it wasn't going to be beneficial for me. Sure, I could have dealt with it and dealt with it. I'm not going to do it. I didn't want to do it anymore. So I basically just, I snipped it in a button and I made sure for a shift, and that was that. Simple as that. You know, I worked there as my second shift. I think it was my first shift by myself. Give me a break. It wasn't, they didn't lose a shit. They didn't lose anything. They definitely lose my training because no one trained me really. So to say anything other than, and plus they fucked over one of the girls that was a server. They made her a busboy when they brought me in. That's not cool. So give me a fucking break. So that's basically what I want to get off my chest. I love serving. I've been a server my entire life. It's my passion. But I find it that there's so many shitbags that are in this industry, and they've taken over the industry, and it's too bad. But I will find a job in this place again. So that's that. I will. That's the bottom line. I will find a job in this place. No matter what is being said about me, or who is saying what about me, or the bullshit propaganda, fucking crap, fake news. Okay. And just one other thing is the Maricopa.com's records. That shit is bullshit. That should not be that is so far from the truth as what actually happened. The arrest record is false. I was never arrested for that. I got arrested for a warrant because I didn't complete my. Once again, I can't think of the word. It's not extra duty. I said in the Navy they called it extra duty because when you're in trouble. Community service, that's what it was. I didn't do my community service, and I blew it off. And so I got pulled over and I was arrested. But that's all bullshit. There was no criminal damage. There was no fighting. And I explained this on Instagram. I'm going to explain it one more time. I said some things to my buddy's girlfriend when we were all living together. She didn't like it, but it was not lies. None of it was lies. It was all the truth. She can handle it. And she freaked out, basically. Called up her boyfriend. His boyfriend came and met me in the parking lot. He was pissed off because it was all about him. And he was mad because I told her the truth about him. So he tried to fight me. I left. I went to work. Cops came by, didn't arrest me. I had to go see them, and stop fighting me. I was cited, and I told him I wasn't going to do it because then it was true. It was all psycho boy, and he knows who he is, and he is a psycho. He knows where he was back then. And he's the one who he destroyed the place. He tore my fucking door off the wall, and previously he fucking put a huge hole in there. This wasn't about me. This was about him and their relationship. Me just speaking my mind about what's going on because it's just bullshit. And I was just trying to fucking tell her, hey, look, man, this is what's, you need to open your fucking eyes, you're stupid. And and in the end, she did open her eyes finally, and guess what? I wasn't lying about any of that stuff I said to her, and she knows it to be true. And I don't hold it against either one of them. I could care less, but she's a fucking idiot. He's my bro, but she's a fucking idiot, and she knows who she is. And she's a problem. She's a problem. She's a troublemaker. She's the kind of girl that would fucking say stuff to try to make herself look better, to cover her ass. She would never admit that. She'd never own her mistakes, or her boyfriend's mistakes, or that relationship's mistakes. She'd rather blame me for all that stuff. It's like she told the cops it was me who tore the room up her than her fucking boyfriend. So anyway, that's all I have. But remember this. Chris, I apologize to you. It wasn't about you. It's about not feeling right and not feeling right in there. I wasn't trying. I didn't use you. I didn't abuse you. I am very thankful every day that I was able to come back here and go to work for you. Okay. I respect you. Always have respected you. And that's that. I'm gonna go. Peace. Did you just pee on me, dude? Is that done? That's let's go ahead and.